Welcome students. I hope you have seen the video which was shared with you on Tuesday. My dear students, we have started chapter 3 working with functions. And as we have seen that there are three types of functions. First one is built-in functions. Second is functions defined in modules. And the third one is user-defined functions. So we have covered built-in functions in our previous video, and today we will see the functions defined in modules. So first of all, we'll see that what is a module. Module functions are predefined in particular module and can only be used when the corresponding module is imported. So module is nothing but it's a file with the name extension .py. As we have seen that the HTML files are extension with .html, text file are with .txt, and the same way the module files are with the extension .py. So the name of the module will be the name of the file. Suppose math module. So there is a file named math.py, and that is a module called math module. For example, if you want to use predefined function inside a module, say sqrt function or pow function, then you need first to import that module math in your program, because in the module math there are number of functions. There is a sqrt function, there is pow function, there is sine, cos, ceil, float. So all these related functions are kept in one file, and that file is called a module. So in your previous class you have worked with math module. So to use math module, we first import the module math. To see this, we will go to our Python idle, and there we will see how to import module and work with the functions defined in modules. So my dear students, I would say that if you open your laptop or PC and practice with me, so that it will be easy for you to understand the working of the functions. So now we will go to our idle. So here we are in our Python shell in interactive mode. So to import math module, we have to write, for any module, if we want to import, we have to write import and the name of the module, and we want to import here math module. So now the math module is imported, and all the functions of the math modules are also have come on to our system. So now if we want to check that how many functions are there in math module, so we will see the directory of math module. So these are the functions inside the math module. So now if we want to see, suppose we want to see the sqrt, we want to use sqrt function. So now see, if I use like this sqrt, directly I am using sqrt 64, you will get an error. So What we have to do? After importing the module, we have to write math and dot. Whatever the module you import, you have to write the name of that module and then put a dot, and then use the function name sqrt and say 25, and you are getting the output file. You want to see the power of, so I will first use math dot power 2 into 3, so you'll get the 8. One more we can see, if we want to see math dot ceil function, what ceil will give you the next value, math dot ceil. What happened here? Okay, the math is wrong. math math dot ceil 23.4, and the next value of 23 is 23.4, the next number is 24. So the same way the floor function will give you the previous value of the given number, math dot floor floor, and say if I write same number 23.4, so it will give us 23 only. So this is how we import a module. We can see one more. If we do not want to write math dot floor, so there is another way. We have to write from math import sqrt. Suppose we want to use only sqrt and say power, two functions, then we can write from math import sqrt and power. Now if you write simply sqrt 25, you will get the output. So here we have imported only two functions of this sqrt and power from the math module. And if we write import math, then here all the functions of the math modules are imported here. So if we want to use random, we can see once random also, import random. So here I will write random dot random, and random number, it will give you any random number. And if you want to write any range, so you will write random dot rand range. Between that means you want to give number, you want random number from 1 to 10 number. So it has given 2, that 4, any random 9, any random number 2, any random 4. So this way you can import the module. There is one more way. If you want to give the alias name of the module, say import math as any name, import math as, you can say Monty, or you can write MON, whatever the name, or you can write just short name M, math as M. Then you will give M dot the same name which we have given here, So math has converted into m now here. So m dot sqrt 16, it will give you the output. So that is how the modules are imported. So these are the functions defined in the modules. Next we will see the user defined functions, the functions which we define. So these are also the user defined functions, but that are preloaded. So already the way they have made one module, and these modules are put together and they form a library. We have a next chapter, library modules. So in that we can see how we make the library and how the functions are put in the library. So now we will see the user defined functions. Now to use user defined function, we have to, user defined function means we have to make our own function. So to create function, we write def, means definition. Def is a keyword and the name of the function. Suppose we want to write function on add, and these are the a comma b. This is parameters. So this def is the short form of definition. So when we define any function, it starts with def keyword and then identifier, the name of the function, the related, suppose we want to write the code of adding here, addition here, so we will write here the name accordingly, add or addition. We may give the name add or addition, and then in the parenthesis we give parameters or the arguments. This you will see next, you will understand this. So after this we will put a colon, that means this is the block, and next we will write the code inside it. Say sum equals to a plus b and return sum. So this is our own function. What will it do? It will add for us. So after we define a function, then we need to call that function. So we will be calling this function. This is the name of the function. This will be called now. So if I write here add, and in A we want to give 10 and in B is 20, and you get the answer 30. So here we can see the definition of function. So this function should start with the keyword named def. We have started here def, and the function should have name, and the name should not be any keyword. Parameters should be enclosed in parentheses and are optional. Like this is keyword, and this name should not be matching to any of the keyword. Okay, and then in the parentheses we have given parameters. We call this parameters. So these parameters are optional. We can write only nothing we can write in that. Empty also can be given, and we can write one parameter also here, and we can write 2 parameter, 3 parameter, 4 parameter, depends on us. But what you have to remember is, when you call this function here, the number of parameters or the arguments should be same. If we have given here 2 parameters, then when we call the function here also we need to give 2 parameters for the arguments. So return, what the function of return here, what is the meaning of return here? Each function will return its control to its parent function or say calling function, and can be returned empty or with the values. This return sends the control to the, this is the parent function. So means after return there is nothing, the result has come in the return, it will give you the result now. So multiple values can also be returned. If you do not know how many parameters or arguments will be passing to your function, then add a star before the parameter name in the function definition. This we will see in the next video. Now I will just tell you the basics of the functions. Okay, so I hope this to create function and to call function is clear. I can show you once again another function, def and greeting, or say just write greet, and if you want to give optional, there is no parameters are given, and here I have to put colon, and you write here print hello and call the function greet. It will give you only hello, what you have given in the code. If we write here def greet and then name and address, then you will mention here print hello and here you will write name, and then you write here from and address, and call the function greet now here, and pass the arguments or parameters. It's showing you, giving you the hint name and address. So you write here name Vijay and comma name of the city, which city, Greater Noida, and enter. Hello Vijay from Greater Noida. So this is how we make our own functions. That's all for today, my dear students. In the next video we will see more deeply user defined functions. Thank you. So my dear students, we have completed our functions defined in modules and user defined functions. We have not completed this, but in the next video I shall share deeply user defined functions. That's all for today. Thank you very much.